Just a quick garden update on May 31st on this side. Some things are starting to almost bloom, some things are bloomed, and things are coming up. So I figure I'll give you what it looks like, every step of the way, where it gets more and more full from where it was 2 weeks ago. So these are blanket flowers, definitely, because I checked out ones that I definitely know are blanket flowers. So that's what they start to look like. And this is the next phase. And then this is what they're going to look like. They'll be more beautiful. Oh, check this out. There's the scrub jay. I've been trying to get her or him. I can hang out with that one. That's the one that came into my house. That's the one that came into my house. I got the yellow container in the way. Hey, what's up? Alright, so anyway, that one doesn't freak out and hangs out. The stellars are the ones that are really loud. So here's what they start looking like, and then they go to this, to that, and then they're going to be bigger versions of this. So they're really cool. And then these snaps are coming up over here. Those faded in color a little bit, probably because of the heat, and I got to start watering them. Then the big, there was a few of the poppies coming up, but look at the big poppy that came up. I love it when you call me Big Poppy. Pretty cool. This is getting huge now, growing bigger and thicker than it did last year. That's going to be one of the most beautiful flowers here. It's called a hollyhock. Wait till you see that. It's awesome. It has that paperness to it like this, and it opens like sort of like a, I don't know, like a trumpet, but not a full trumpet. More like, it's wide right at the base. Then I wanted to show you how fast those cilantros are. They're ready to flower. I let them go. I will pick some of them, but I let them go so I have seeds every year that dump, and then I collect the seeds as well. So they're growing like crazy. This poppy will be big too. It's got two already ready to go. And then look at this here. Let me get over here. So the parsley, like I said in the original start of this season, made it all through the winter, but it was about a quarter of the size and it was lower to the ground. And now it keeps growing and growing. It didn't even do this last year. Look at this stalk. It says on my packet it can get to 3 feet high. So I didn't know that. I just figured it was going to stay in that kind of phase right there. It's everywhere. I got to start eating it. I cut 2 yesterday. Every day I come out, it looks more full and more full. And then this guy here is already done blooming on the bottom. These are so beautiful and smell great, but they don't hold the flowers long. I have to find out if I can cut them like snaps, if they'll flower and come back, but I don't think they do. If they don't, they'll just turn into seed pods, drop, or collect for next year. But these are lupine, however you say it, Lupine, and they smell like grape candy. So they're really awesome. And here's the other blanket flowers that are going to come up over here, and they're awesome. They made it through the winter, but look at the stalk on that hollyhock. So this should be a really beautiful plant, and I just noticed in here, look at that, like a lettuce almost in there. And hopefully we'll have more than one flower at a time like last year. We'll have more. So this should be good. Yeah, that's it for this update. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, and I'm sorry about this. That's to keep the neighbor's dog out, unfortunately, and a cat that comes around. I tried sprays and neem oils that seem to keep the cat out because of the smell, and to spray where it would try to pee. But the dog, I had to do some contraptions and stakes and stuff. Once the flowers grow, I'll take that out.
Hold on, you have to sing the song.
Looks pretty good so far. I'll just do this section too. These snaps are growing full, and this year they're growing behind there and on the side over here, different color. So that's cool, and they're coming in nice. The sunflowers are starting over here. There's snaps in the back. I forget what that is again, but that's another hollyhock. You can see it's lower to the ground and not as big as the other one. The gladiolas are coming up, some more snaps, and the giant sunflowers. If you see that log in the middle, you'll see 2 little flowers right there. It's hard to show you with the sun, but anyway, everything's starting to look nice, and there's tons of green in there, all the new stuff that I seeded this year. Just to give you an idea how the building comes around in and around in and around in. And then that's all wildflower mix that I put there this year. Some snaps. That snap's growing back that he cut the landscaper cut, and they're starting to grow back because he had cut half of that in half. And then all the other stuff here, gladiolas, snaps, and then I planted smaller stuff in there, so it should look really nice. And again, that's how it follows the path, so you can see it real quickly. I'll keep this video short. And in the back there's stuff as well. When it gets bigger I'll show you. There. So this guy is really hard to get a picture of. This is what I call, what flowers are these? I think I know what they are. If there is such a variety like this, then that's what they are, because I smelt them and they are smelling exactly like carnations. And now that I look at them, they look like carnations, but these miniature ones that grow on these balls of like grass or something. So it's hard to get in a picture. Every time I take a picture, it doesn't come out where you can see everything. So I'm gonna spin around here and see. There we go. That might look a little better with the sun blocking it. Most of them are all white, as you can see. And then this one came out really beautiful, with different colors. And this one looks like it might be something different. That one has like a darker type red or something. Purple gonna come up in it. And I'll show you my favorite ones. So you can see there's tons. And this is a second year flower. Like it came up all through the winter, it stayed low, and then it, boom, this second year it came out. So this looks like a carnation, and they smell exactly like a carnation. And this guy has the white ones like that. And again, really, really nice. And they smell beautiful. Let's see if I can see it in the sun. It never takes a good picture. Never takes a good picture, but that's why I figure I'll get it like that. So there's a whole bunch of balls still there that aren't ready to go and haven't come up yet. I don't know if this will come up every year or not. I do recall buying a pack of carnations. I'm almost positive, because I do remember reading it when I was buying everything. So it's a good chance that these are some kind of carnation, which is really, really cool, because they're pretty. And you can't smell them unless you put your nose right up close, but they smell gorgeous. So we'll see what happens with that. And that's about it for this. Maybe I'll show you something. I had to redo this a few times because of the cat, but it's supposed to be like carrots and radishes and onions and sage and oregano, and that's all starting to come up back in there. And more blanket flowers. All the wildflowers, if you see any green on there, are coming up. Then you got melons. I think these might be pumpkin or watermelon. And then some of this stuff is all coming up in the back. And I think I'm going to pull this in the next day or two. This giant romaine, all through the winter. It was like a baby like that all through the winter. I just left it just to see, and that's what happened. A year later, from May to May, it's now this big, beautiful one. This is a reseed, so that's working out. And yeah, everything's coming up better. Isn't that nice stuff? Look how beautiful that is. Yummy for dinner. So look at these snaps here. Excuse me, not snapdragons. They look like them. Lupine. Look at this. We got, because I know they're two separate plants, because I remember last year when they grew. So that one's like a light powdered blue. I hope the camera can pick that up. It's like a light powdered blue violet, and those are darker. I was supposed to have yellow and whites, but I haven't seen any of those come up. And on the corner over there's some more. But this is a big one. It doesn't look as full though as you see them flowering as you saw the one up front. But still gonna be beautiful. And they'll come back every year. And I can collect the seeds as well. Here's like another one. This one's doing pretty decent. I have about 3 more that are this size, and maybe 2 or 3 more that are a quarter that size. So they might come up as well. The lupini. All right, so that's it. Keep it under 10 minutes. Not too bad. Lots of love to you. Bye-bye. I'll keep you updated as the week goes by and new things pop up. Bye. Love this.